CarePortal is a first of its kind consumer-directed care management and timesheet platform. This was built out of the demands of the consumer-directed community and several of the things that other software systems were lacking. So our CarePortal is what allows a consumer to log in. So first we're going to do a consumer login. And as you can see, here on the dashboard, this is kind of your landing page where you can see the current period and hours worked, or your PAs or caregivers, what they have done in this period. And then you can compare that to the last period, any recent activities or upcoming scheduled visits. And then there are also options to allow certain notes to be sent from the caregiver, and then also any notifications, whether it's a chat notification or an edit or an approval of a timesheet. Up here, you'll find your notifications. So we do have a message received 7 days ago. And then up here, I can manage my profile. So I can look at my information, can change my password, and also log out from here. From a consumer-directed standpoint, another main area that you'll be working in is the timesheets. So based on your permissions that are set up, you will have the ability to view, edit, or add timesheets. So if you're fully managing your own timesheet function, essentially what you would do is go and add each timesheet that's in here. Now you can see here that last week we have all these completed visits. And let's say, for example, that this visit says that it ends at the same time that it begins. So essentially there was no time worked, but maybe something was going on with the caregiver's phone, if they were using the mobile app, or maybe you accidentally punched in the wrong number. So you can go in here and edit that time card. So now we're opening up the edit time card screen, and then we'll change that from 3:37 to 5:37, and that would give us 2 hours for the duration of the visit. We'll go ahead and update that, and then once that's updated, it's now going to say waiting for caregiver or PA. And so essentially what that has done is sent a notification to my PA saying, hey, there was a change made to this timesheet. Do you approve of it? And then there can be kind of a back and forth, and you're double confirming the timesheets that are added or edited in the system. Likewise, I can hit the add button. I can add a brand new timesheet. And also too, if let's say, for example, I have multiple services, let's say I have an authorization for personal care and an authorization for respite care, then I can go ahead and select that when I'm making these time cards. So it's a really simple interface that allows you to manage your own times with your PAs. And again, this is something that most software systems don't offer because it's not self-managed. It's usually managed by an agency administrator, kind of on the other side where it's a black box. But this empowers the consumer to manage their own timesheets. Likewise, if you have family members or other people that are involved in your care, sometimes a DR or designated representative will be included in the family member section or given their own login. But we do have the ability to add any trusted people into this circle to help manage the care. And then we have schedules. So you are free to set up schedules with your PAs. You don't have to, but sometimes PAs and consumers like to set up a recurring schedule or however that might be. So you can view your schedules here. And then there's also, if we have it turned on, you can set those schedules as well. Another great feature of the CarePortal is that based on permissions, once again, and we can set up through configurations, you can message the agency. So you can have a two-way conversation with the agency or FI or FMS, however that structure is, but you can message someone that maybe administers the payroll or sets up Medicaid billing, so you can have those conversations with them. You can also message your PA on here if the configuration is set up, and your family member. So you can have conversations all in one place that are related to your care or your services. So it's a really neat feature for back and forth and for everyone to get on the same page. Now we're going to do a caregiver login to see what that looks like for a PA. So now I'm logging in as a PA. It's a very similar layout. You have your dashboard, you have payroll periods, recent activities, and then you'll get notifications. So anytime that a time card is edited or a chat comes in, you'll be notified here on your notifications. So let's say you wanted to find out what that time card edit was. You can go ahead and click on that here, and you see this waiting for your approval. So what I can do is I can view the time card detail, and then I can either approve or deny it. And then if I have, let's say I do deny it, then I can put in a note here so that the consumer can then see why I decided to deny it. But in this case, we'll go ahead and approve this edit. So now it's processing the edit so that that's fully recorded in the system. And then you have all the other features as well, where you can view schedules. You can go into your chat. You can also, as a PA, chat with the agency, FI, whoever the administrator is for payroll. Maybe there was some kind of hiccup in processing payroll, but you've already had everything sorted out with your consumer. So you can message them here, and you can also message the consumers directly. Likewise, there's a profile management section, password change, and logout. So again, the CarePortal is something that is really self-sufficient for the consumer and the PA to manage the timesheets on their own.